To an extent, the annual confab of billionaires and CEOs was already centering around Trump even before Air Force One touched down in Zurich, then flew aboard Marine One to Davos in the Swiss Alps. Trump waved to a bank of cameras when he arrived, before being immediately whisked away to the annual gathering of heads of state and business leaders. Trump's advisors have forecast that he will give a full-throated defense of his America First policies in a Friday speech, at a time when the conference is wrapping up. The president was not accompanied by his wife Melania, who pulled out of the trip at short notice following allegations that he had an affair with a porn star. He'll also court European business leaders to try to persuade them to invest in the U.S. But it was Trump's unexpected comments about Robert Mueller's Russia probe that made headlines as he took off for Europe. "I'm looking forward to it, actually," Trump told reporters in a surprise press availability in the White House. "I would do it under oath," he said. Trump's posture, wary of global pacts to fight climate change and blasting global trade deals as a rip-off to the U.S. is adverse to some of the overall sentiment at an event that brings celebrities, The theme of the 2018 conference is creating a shared future in a fractured world. First Lady Melania Trump did not accompany her husband on the trip.Her office cited logistical issues, and Trump did not announce his own intention to visit until weeks before the event began, leaving staff scrambling to find accommodations for the president's retinue. Daniels said in previous interviews that have since been published that she had a sexual affair with the president, something Trump denies. Macron, who is getting a state visit to the U.S. in a high honor, wrapped Trump in his opening remarks here. "When you arrive here and see the snow, it could be hard to believe in global warming," he joked. In a tweet shortly before he took off. "We'll soon be heading to Davos, Switzerland, to tell the world how great America is and is doing. Our economy is now booming, and with all I am doing, we'll only get better. Our country is finally winning again," he wrote. Security at the secretive mountain resort of Davos was ramped up on Thursday morning ahead of the arrival of President Trump. Trump boarded Marine One out of Washington on Wednesday evening and was expected to arrive in Zurich by mid-morning Thursday before being ferried to Davos. He will spend 2 days mingling among the globalists he spent much of the 2016 election campaign trashing before delivering a speech on Friday. The president is expected to push his America First agenda and seek more fair, reciprocal trade deals with allies, having bemoaned chronic trade deficits with many of them in the past. And the president believes that Trump, never invited as a businessman, will be the first U.S. president to attend Davos since Bill Clinton in 2000. In the run-up to his trip to Davos, Trump slapped a 30% tariff on imported solar panels, among the first unilateral trade restrictions imposed by the administration as part of a broader protectionist agenda. Trump will use his trip for some diplomacy.He has meetings with British Prime Minister Theresa May and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Thursday and Rwandan President Paul Kagame, current chairman of the African Union, and Swiss President Alain Berset on Friday. Iran's growing influence in the Middle East, North Korea's nuclear challenge and the battle against Islamic State militants figured to be prominent topics of his meetings. And the world here in Davos.And that he encounters some form of confrontation and dialogue, Macron said. Trump will appeal for increased global investment in the United States to take advantage of corporate tax cuts approved by Congress late in 2017 and Trump's deregulatory policies.